So what if I told you that I could read your mind right now through the screen? I know it sounds like a pretty big and bold claim, but stay with me because in the next few minutes I am going to try and do exactly that. Not only that, by the end of this video you will experience something that I'm hoping you will find quite fascinating, but you're also going to walk away with a really powerful tool to take control of your thoughts and also your life. So for years I performed as a magician and mentalist, appearing on TV, cruise ships, and even as part of the world's biggest touring magic show, the Illusionists. And while mentalism is based on tricks and psychological illusions, something really unexpected happened along the way, along my journey of being a mentalist. You see, the more that I studied the art of deception, the more fascinated I became by the human mind, how we think, how we make decisions, and more importantly, how easily we can be influenced. You see, in magic, people, they believe that they're making free choices, but they're not. And here's the thing, outside of magic, in everyday life, we do exactly the same thing. We accept thoughts and beliefs and assumptions without really questioning where they came from. And that's what I want to show you today. I want to show you how a simple psychological trick can reveal the hidden forces that might be shaping your reality. But first, let's see if I can read your mind. Now, whether you're a true believer or a skeptic, for the next 60 seconds, I want you to just approach this with a sense of curiosity. So I want you to listen to this very carefully, and I want you to let me know in the comments if this sounds like you. So you're the kind of person who's got a strange relationship with success. On the outside, people, they see you as confident and driven, maybe even unstoppable at times. But what they don't see, what they could never see, is the battle that happens inside your head, inside your mind. Now, there are days when you feel like you're on top of the world, like everything is clicking into place. But then there are the nights, those really late nights, where you lie awake questioning, do you really have it figured out? Or are you just faking it better than most? You've also got a deep desire to be liked and accepted, to be seen for who you really are. But sometimes it feels like people only notice the version of you that you show them. The one who's capable, the one who's in control, always moving forwards. And you wonder, if they saw everything, if they could see behind the curtain, would they still admire you in the same way? I also get the feeling that you can be outgoing and charismatic, maybe even the life of the room when you need to be. But there are also times when you just want to step back, you want to recharge, to be left alone in your own thoughts. And yet even in those quiet moments, your mind, it doesn't slow down. It's still always running, always planning the next move. You also push yourself harder than most people. Now, not because anyone's necessarily forcing you to, but because you expect better for yourself. You expect more of yourself. You hold yourself to this ridiculously high standard, not just out of fear of judgment from others, but because you know that deep down you are capable of so much more. And even when you reach your goals, even when you've accomplished what you set out to do, there's still that voice inside your head that whispers, was that really enough? Could you have done better? You've also got a really good and unique ability to be able to read people, to be able to sense when something is off. Now, this might be because over the years you've spent time observing people, how they move, how they react. But at the same time, you sometimes wonder if people can see through you very easily. It's clear that you're ambitious, you're driven, you're always reaching for the next level, but yet in the quietest moments, you catch yourself wondering, am I actually doing what I'm meant to be doing, or am I just chasing something because I feel like I should? Now, if you're sitting there thinking, how the hell did Anthony know that about me? Well, relax. I've just got a team of hackers that have accessed all of your social media accounts. Obviously, that is not the case. What you've just experienced there is something called the Forer effect, and it's a really fascinating quirk of the human mind. So back in 1948, psychologist Bertram Forer ran an experiment where he gave his students what they thought were unique personality readings. But in reality, he gave them all the exact same personality readings or the exact same personality descriptions. Even though doing that, almost everybody rated it as being a highly accurate description. And this same test, it's been carried out again and again, been done on TV by the likes of James Randi and UK mentalist Darren Brown. But the question is why does this work? It works because our brains are wired to find meaning. We might take vague, generalized statements and then we fill in the blanks, making those statements feel deeply personal to us. And this is the same trick that is used by horoscopes, used by fortune tellers, and even in some of the personality tests. And of course, it's used by mentalists like me. So here's where it gets really interesting, because rather than using this effect, this Forer effect, to trick people. I want to show you how you can use it to take control of your mind. You see, in my time as a magician and a mentalist, I realized something really fascinating about humans. We don't experience reality as it is, we experience it as we believe it to be. And if our minds are constantly filling in the blanks, then what if we choose to fill them with thoughts that actually help us? Now, to make this easier to understand, I've broken it down into 3 steps. So step 1 is identifying limiting beliefs. So think about this. When I did the reading earlier on and I said things like, you sometimes doubt yourself, but deep down you know you're capable of more, which part of that statement did you focus on? Did you focus on the self-doubt? If you did, that might reveal a limiting belief. Or if you focused on the deep down you know you're capable of more, that might be highlighting a strength that you haven't fully owned yet or stepped into yet. So step 1 is identifying the limiting beliefs. Step 2 is using process suggestions to rewrite your mindset. Let me explain. So in hypnosis and mentalism, there is something called a process suggestion. So this is a vague statement that guide the mind towards discovery. So for example, instead of saying something like, I will never be confident, instead try this. Try a statement like, I wonder what would happen if I started trusting myself more. Or, I wonder what strengths I have that I haven't fully embraced yet. Now, hopefully by me asking those questions, you see what's happening. Your brain, it starts looking for answers. You shift from doubt to possibility. And then the 3rd step is thought engineering. Now, this is about being very conscious and designing the way that you think. Most people, they let their thoughts run on autopilot. And these are normally shaped by doubt, fear, and random influences. But high performers, those people who are able to create success and the outcomes that they want, these people take control. They engineer their thoughts for success. So instead of being tricked by the Forer effect, they use it as a tool for self-awareness and to be able to create growth within their lives. So here's my challenge for you. Start paying attention to the thoughts that you automatically accept as true and think, are they lifting you up or are they holding you back? Because your mind's going to fill in the blanks anyway, so why not make sure that it's filling those blanks with beliefs that push you forwards? And if you have found this video as fun as I did making it, then please make sure that you hit the like, subscribe, also share it with a friend. And I'd love for you to drop a comment below. Which parts of that personality statement that I said before, which parts resonated with you the most? And with that being said, you're back in the room and I'll see you in the next video.